Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're transforming the conservatory, and if you're new here, hi, I'm Emily. We moved into our dream home, or at least it's going to be our dream home when we're finished renovating it. And we plan to renovate every single room and share the journey with you. So today we're on the conservatory. So this is the room at the very beginning. As you can see, the brickwork is brickwork. The blinds are not our blinds. This is how it looked when we moved in with the blinds up there. It's not our room at this stage. Now this is the photo of what the room looked like the day after we moved in. We actually removed the safety glass doors, or the non-safety glass doors, should I say, before we did anything else. That was our very first job because they didn't have safety glass in, and if anything was to happen, like, we couldn't live with ourselves. So was like number one job on the list was to take those safety glass doors out, and I was so nervous. It was unbelievable. They were incredibly heavy. I was really nervous the glass was going to break, and if you want to watch that video, which I would highly recommend, then you can see that on my channel, Living Room Renovation. So before we started this room, we were planning on just painting the brickwork. So we wanted it to feel more at one with the house rather than an add-on, because it was kind of feeling like an add-on, an extra room that was just added to the house. And we were thinking, right, we'll just paint the bricks, make it feel a bit more cozy. That's not the way it turned out. So it turned into a bigger project than we expected, and we came across a few problems along the way. So the paint didn't turn out the way we thought it was going to turn out, painting the bricks didn't work, and the whole project took longer than we expected it to. So keep watching, you will see what happened along the way. Starting with the prep work first, so we sanded the windowsills and removed the skirting boards before moving on to painting the brickwork. So we thought we'd paint the brickwork, and we were going to paint it the same colour as the living room, just because we didn't want it to go in and paint it too dark and then regret it. We thought we'd just paint it a nice light colour. We painted about 5 bricks and decided that we would want to plasterboard it in the future, and thought, let's just do it now. Like, rather than putting all this hard work in, let's just put a little bit extra work in and do it the way we really want it to be done. So we scratched that idea of painting the brickwork, and we decided to go straight in and plasterboard the walls. So this is the conservatory so far. We have put the plasterboard up, done the joins all along the top as well, and then we just need to paint it. We're going to sand it first, but we do have the sockets back in as well, and the lights are almost ready to switch back on. Hello, you. Hello. So the plasterboard and the electrics took about a week because we were doing it in the evenings, and we didn't anticipate doing that. We were thinking we were just going to paint the bricks and then we'd be done, but obviously we added an extra couple of steps in that process, so it took longer than we expected. However, we are now seeing a lot of progress very, very quickly, so it's a lot more rewarding now. So the walls are prepped, ready to go, and we're going to try the paint, but it looks completely different to the colour we think it's going to be, so we're hoping it dries okay. So we have TARDIS blue here, and this is the colour it should be. So hopefully it dries this colour, but at the moment it's this colour, so yeah, this is going to be interesting. Let's pop it on the walls and see. How is that going to dry that colour?
I don't know. I'm not convinced. It might. It might, mightn't it?
Yeah. So it definitely looks darker on the wall than it does in the paint tin. I'm just gotta wait for it to dry and see what we think. Or do we just go for it and paint the wall? Let's just go for it. Let's just paint the whole conservatory and hope for the best. Everyone, fingers crossed. We purchased a roller and a paint tray, but the roller does not fit in the paint tray. I tried to think outside the box and angle the roller in the paint tray so it was in diagonal. Thought maybe we could get the paint on that way and then roller it out a little bit. Yeah, didn't work. Then I painted the paint onto the roller. Yeah, didn't work either. A+ for effort, but let's swap to a smaller roller. I think it'll be quicker. It's a very thick, gloopy paint. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but it seems strange. It definitely seems thicker and gloopier than standard paint. It's also tricky to know whether the paint is wet or patchy because it's not covered properly. I don't know. If you enjoyed this video so far, give it a thumbs up. Let me know you enjoy it. So that's a lot of painting. Do you want to see what it looks like after 3 coats of paint? Do you think it's going to be closer to the little sample card we got? Do you think it's going to be darker? Let's see. So the walls look so much better than what we thought they would look like. So it was a little bit of a worry there when we had the when we opened up the tin, because it looked that colour, but it dries that colour after a few coats of paint. So this has had 3 coats on, and as you can see, we are going to have to do a 4th coat. That'll be probably tomorrow, but really pleased with how the colour has come out in the end. Look. And then the skirting is going to be the same colour. We're just going to have to give the skirting a couple of coats of paint as well. So from yesterday, the skirting went up as well. The walls have been painted. The skirting's had 1 coat of paint on. So hopefully that's not going to need 4 coats in total, but we're just going to have to wait and see. But love the white against the blue. Excited to see how this room looks when the furniture's in and it's all completely done. Also painted the windowsills as well. But look, missed a bit on the square. But you can see the colour it used to be. I don't know how we managed to miss a bit, like square shaped. But it obviously definitely needed a coat of paint. Look at the difference in colour there. So yeah, windowsills have been painted. We have 1 blind up, and then we need to put the other blinds up as well. Okay, so it's the next day and the blinds are up. We've moved some furniture in as well. Done a 2nd coat on the skirting, and I'm going to sit and do hopefully the final coat. So hopefully this is the last coat of paint on the skirting, but we shall see. Not sure if you remember the colour before. This was the colour of the walls on the 1st coat, and this is the colour after 4 coats of paint. There's a huge difference there. Now it's time to dress the room, which I think is my favourite part because you get to see it all come together. If you haven't already, make yourself a hot drink. I'm using my Emma Bridgewater mug, which reminds me, if you enter Emily London at checkout and follow my link, you get 20% off at the moment, which includes sale, which is incredible. So definitely check that out. Let's go dress the room and see a before and an after. So the blinds are up, the walls are painted, the skirting has been painted again. So finally finished with all of the painting, and it's now time to dress the room. So I'm going to show you just before so you can get a nice sweep of the room so you can see it before. I've put everything in there. So obviously we've got a plant in the middle. I've just popped in a couple of bits, and then I have fluff all over my leggings because I've moved the rug closer. But yeah, I'll show you the room first. I'm probably going to move that box out of the way as well. So pleased with how the walls came out because that was worrying there for a moment. And then all the way around the edge. So we gave the ceiling a touch up as well. Along the top is blue. And then we just got we do have the trim to stick back, but I'm loving the blue and the white, the contrast there as well. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to move this plant out of the way, and then we'll get the rug in. Oh, hopefully that plant stays. Oh. It was lacking in water for a couple of weeks when we moved, so it's not looking too healthy, but it is looking better than it did about a week ago. So we are getting there with the plant. Slowly but surely it's coming back. So hard when you move, like looking after, well, first of all, transporting the plants so that they actually, arrive in one piece. And then with everything else, you just forgot about giving it water, poor thing. Okay, I might have to move this back. Trying to work out how big it is as well to where it's going to go, but let's just put it down and then we can always move it. I think move it a little bit more that way because of the wall. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. Let's move this one up. Okay, what are we thinking? So obviously the rug needs to come this way because of the corner. Look, because of the corner over there, the rug needs to come more this way. Does it also need to go more that way? I feel like it does, doesn't it? It does. Okay. Okay. Let's move this corner first, because then I can work out how much further it needs to go that way. Move that one out the way. The rug is in and in the correct place. I love the colour and it feels so soft. But I love the blue against the blue. Looks really nice. I'm going to plug an Alexa in. You can see the poorly plant again. Or I'll move you over here. The poor poorly plant. So I'm just going to pop an Alexa in here. And then we can listen to some music. There we go, that's in. Take the plastic off the sofas. Just want to see it all set up. A healthier plant is going in. Just pop it here. Or do you think I'll pop it over there? Feels a bit squished there. Just pushes the blind back is the only problem. What do we think? I have this diffuser, it's from TK Maxx, and then a couple of books, All You Need Is Less and Live More Each Day. I like this one because it's got blue in it as well, so bringing in the walls and the floor and the rug. Then putting down this beautiful bear. We purchased this from Garden Centre. I think it was Gates. Oh, so cute. I'll pop that there. Oh. And then also got a chair to bring in as well, which I think we'll just pop over in that corner. What do you think to the blue? So this is a Valspar Knight's Blue Arch. It came out completely different than it did in the tin. So it does look a lot more like the colour that's actually like on the tester. So a lot happier now. We were a little bit worried there, but what do you think to the colour? If you have had this colour before, let me know how many coats it took as well, because pretty sure it took about 4 or 5 coats to get it to the colour that it is now. Yeah, so this colour. Let me know what you think. So last cushion, need to take plastic off. Yay! So if you watched my living room decoration video before Christmas, you probably saw how excited I was to take the plastic off the sofa because we'd been sitting for so long with the plastic. These are the same either end. Yes, I think they are, just square. Because we'd been sitting for so long, like a month, but still on plastic, it was nice to be able to take that off. We obviously just had the plastic on because there was so much dust everywhere. Yay! So now the room's finished. We can take the plastic off the sofa. Don't know whether to push the sofa back a little bit more or leave it there. We'll probably leave it there for the moment. Something else that needs to go in here. What is it? Is that it? Am I done? Got attacked by the plastic. It's coming back to get me. It's got another plant to put in here. We are waiting for the blind for the door to arrive, so that will get changed. Just not yet. So I'll pop that there for now, and then I'll give you a whole room tour. Yay! Conservatory's done. So over here we're going to have ignore the door blind, we're getting a new one coming. Got plant, the chair. The rug is beautiful, it feels so soft. And so whenever you see any ornaments in the rooms which are like, for example, this one, Lincoln, or the Eiffel Tower, they've actually come from those places. So this ornament came from Washington DC, and then the Eiffel Tower came from Paris. And I just like to buy those bits. Sometimes, like for example, the Eiffel Tower from Paris, when you see them in the souvenir shops, like all together, they can look a little bit tacky, like a little bit too much. But then when you pull them away and actually put them in a room, I feel like they look so much nicer. And also then it's nice because it reminds me of that trip. So I like having some little souvenirs around, ornaments that remind me of those, you know, visits, those holidays. Yeah, really pleased with how this turned out. And we'll get some more cushions for this as well, for the sofa. Probably get a cushion for the chair as well. So when I buy some more ornaments, some more decorations, I'll show you the conservatory as well. I'll show you as I buy them. Really pleased with how the room turned out. And I know that it took us a little while to do, but it feels like the room that's been the fastest to do, like the quickest turnover. It's surprising how much difference a coat of paint can make. Although in saying that, we did put plasterboard on the brickwork and then filled that in and painted it, but feels like it was quite fast compared to the other rooms, I guess because we haven't been doing like knocking walls down and it's like the size of the room. I don't know, just feels like a lot faster turnover, I guess. There is a whole renovation playlist on my channel so you can catch up on the rooms we've renovated so far. Watch the tour video so you can see what the house looked like before we did any work. And there's also the video of the living room renovation where you'll see us taking out those non-safety glass doors, and I was so nervous. So there's some really interesting videos to check out on that playlist. Thank you so much for watching, and hit that subscribe button to join me on this renovation journey. And why not watch another video on this playlist? Thanks so much for watching. Bye.